I'm from Sanford, Colorado. It's a little town. And 9 years ago, our lives changed with literally the strike of a match. And we had our two youngest kids were burned very bad. They were in children's hospital for almost 3 months. With our son had 47% of his body that had to be grafted. They were burned from head to toe, but the deepest burns that had to be grafted is what they measured. And so he was 47%. Our daughter was 36%. And it has been a tremendous journey for our family, and the things that we've learned about them and how to take care of them and their skin. And I know it's different from that, there's so many things you learn when you go through something that you didn't know before. And grafted skin does not breathe the same. It does not act the same. It does not respond the same as regular skin. It just doesn't. And so we've done a lot of things, but because of that also, their skin can be damaged very easily. And both of them, it's their entire backs. And so, and both arms, and our son, it's on his chest as well. But so I wasn't actually thinking of the Maze contest when we started, because in August we'd had such an emotional upside down summer that I really hadn't done much with Healthy Home. I didn't know much about it. But in August, our son decided to help us try it out. Okay, he's an 11-year-old boy, and he acted like it. And so when on August 10th, so all of this happened within 3 weeks, and he was feeding the chickens. You wouldn't think he'd get hurt feeding the chickens, but he did. He knocked a knife off of the top of the barrel that we use in the garden and cut his hand, and it went clear through and touched the tendon going to his finger. They were afraid he'd cut it, but it didn't. And so it had 9 stitches in his hand. They went to burn camp, and they're playing around up at the church with some other friends and his sister. They're playing around. Siblings do, and she caught him in the game, and she pulls him on the floor back to the line. And he comes home that night and he goes, "Mom, my back's kind of hurting, can you look at it?" And I lifted up his shirt and I went, "Oh, what did you do?" And they told me, and then they realized he had rug burned from his shoulder, that was his worst shoulder, down his ribs and down his spine. And it was just like, oh dear, you guys, how could you do that And so I says, okay, I'm going to try this out. And he wanted to see what it looked like, so I'd taken the pictures to show him. And so then I started him on the StemActive and the Amaze, because I says he's got to have the collagen to help his skin repair. And I was hoping that it would help, but I didn't know it would. And within 1 week, I could see a visible difference, and I was just astounded, because he does not heal that fast. 2 weeks, not only had it healed his hand, it had no more pain in his hand. He's asking if he can go and lift weights at the school. He's getting his grip back. And his back is completely healed in the 2 weeks. And the black eye never got any darker than just a shaded eye. And for us, that was just amazing and huge. He's never healed that well since he was burned. He was burned when he was 2. And this is I'm so grateful for these products, because to help him heal from that kind of an injury is just unbelievable. It just astounded us all.